Hi guys, welcome to the 12 Days of Chessmas. As you probably realised, this is a limited edition Christmas playlist. I think the final day is going to be on Christmas Day or Boxing Day. And in this playlist, I'm going to be taking on people, subscribers, from this, the first day, and 800, and going all the way up to taking on someone at 2,000 on the final day. Maybe the person who gave me a couple of lessons, if I can get him to give me a game. So that's the idea. Hopefully give some instructive content as we move up this ladder of subscribers. So I've just actually started recording this. This is the second time I've done this intro, and I ran out of storage space halfway through. So I'm actually halfway through a game right now. So let's blitz through these first moves. So this is what's just happened in the last 5 minutes. All right, so I took the full center. My opponent, Mebzia, who's a guy who I've actually given a few lessons. So some would say I've got a bit of an unfair advantage in that I've actually studied his games quite a lot. So he was someone that's played a lot of Sicilian and been struggling. So as I've done in my own game, I recommended playing the Caro-Kann, as I think it's a little bit easier to understand some of the key concepts. So we got this position, and I go for this quite ambitious break, trying to undermine his center. He played this, what I thought was maybe an inaccurate move, because it gives me this option to take inwards and damage, start to crack in on his position. And I think here, if he'd taken with a queen, maybe he could have taken this pawn and we'd have had a game. He takes with a pawn though, and I don't think that's quite as strong. I think his light square bishop here is one of his strongest pieces. So I just go to trade it off here. I'm just trying to give this recap a little bit quick, so I'm conscious I'm running out of time on the clock. He plays this, which I think was slightly inaccurate, 'cause moving the same piece twice in the opening, loses a little bit of time. And now I think maybe a better move was to reinforce, and then if I take, he takes, develops a piece. So he pins me though, and I just castle. Now he plays this move, which cracks in on my central pawn structure. My opponent's slightly ahead on the clock, and now we are in real time, resuming in the game. My clock is on 4 minutes. Okay. I want to play this. I want to try and get on this diagonal. Don't want to take. Although taking is a threat now, because I cannot capture. So maybe I play this. I just want to see what he does. If I can get my queen to this square and he takes, I'll let him have those double isolated pawns. And in return, I'll try and maybe get some activity on this king here. My opponent very far away from castling, and me sort of ready to maybe spring into action, opening up the center and causing some Chessmasy mischief. Alright. So yeah, rook here seems like a fairly nice idea. Yeah, it just slides back. So if this takes, I mean, just bringing a rook looks really good. Or the queen to step out the pin. But it's normally better to attack stuff with the less valuable piece. So if this, he'd probably have to take, and then I'd get this. Just setting up a massive alignment issue. Maybe he does that. Just blocks. If he blocks here, takes. And I've always got this sort of idea coming. But yeah, this is the sort of position where there should be something for me here. Given that his king is still in the center. Maybe this is coming. Just pivot around with the old queen. I like the way when I said pivot, I felt the bobble. I felt the little bobble on the back of my head just knock into me. Alright. Steady on, right. Here. looks natural, but if this now and this... Actually, we can take this now because he can't capture because of this check. Yeah, take that. Up a pawn. Maybe that's a bit slow. Maybe something needs to happen in the center. We want to open things up. This. Of course, he can take with the knight. I did not notice that, guys. All right, we got this. You can just go back. But I quite like this anyway. It just improves my bishop. My bishop was hit, you know, opens my queen up. Queen and rook now looking down the center of the board. Still got this pin though. Maybe this comes and just adds pressure to the center. This check, they can go back, but then I get this move here. And I think my opponent sees that. He's taking a little bit of time here. I've only got 2 minutes left, so got to be careful, right? I think this hat has a... I think these lights actually turn on. There's a button somewhere, like... If I was a well-prepared YouTuber, I'd have all the lights flashing. So he just steps out the alignment issue with his king, which I think is pretty wise. Just this to hit the... Well, maybe I'm getting a bit too funky. I don't know. Just develop now. We're hitting this. I should be better here. Like, his king is just silly. But I'm not seeing like a win just yet. 2 minutes 20 to find something. I cannot lose to a guy I've been giving lessons to, guys. This would be not good for my career as a chess coach. All right. Oh, I was doing a first lesson. Yeah, I'm still doing a first lesson free, by the way, if anyone does want lessons. You can just sort of message me on the Discord. If you're in the link in the description to the Discord, message me. Yeah, we'll arrange something. So, again, I'm still wanting to open up the center. He takes. It's a funny move, isn't it? Because there was quite a bit of tension here. And this sort of dissolves the tension. Unless I'm missing something, unless there's some sort of tactic here. Still got pressure here. Okay, they just push. I mean, I can still use that square. This. Wins the queen. So this they have to take. In which case maybe just jump in, hit the bishop. I'm getting a little low on time, so I'm just going to play this. They can't pin me or anything like that, so I think it's okay. Just watching out for these knight forks as well. 1 minute 39 left. Come on, keep up the pace. So we've got this coming. Maybe we want to push this pawn as well. Try and get the queen. There's this sort of X-raying going on this F file. He really needs to, like, I know it's ugly, but something like this took the king up. And that's just a one move threat. But maybe it's okay if this. Putting my bishop on a better diagonal though. I quite like that. Maybe there's some pressure on that bishop though. Here. I might just take. Although take here and take, he takes my rook. So I do need to get fully developed myself. The move like that. In fact, that's the only move with the bishop. So this and this maybe. Bishop up here. Some nice pressure. These two bishops would be singing if I could get them to them two squares. Maybe this comes. And now we're about even on time, so I'm playing a little bit quicker than my opponent. Yeah, he's got some problems to solve here with regards to getting these pieces reorganized. So if I take, he has to take with the king. I'm coming in, aren't I? He that could be quite a good move. Hitting my rook. I've got this though, blocking. So he's hitting my rook, but I've got this move which blocks and is a sort of fork, but not a true fork, because if I take, he takes my rook. But let's play it. It's a scary looking move, defended by the knight. Also now I've got this square for my bishop. Here I get this fork for king and rook. I mean, my knight looks very dominant here. And once my knight moves, I also open up the bishop. Not that I'm really going to take that knight, but just like opening it up generally. Like. I should probably be drinking brandy or something for a Christmassy video, but sorry to say, it's just detestable water. So, yeah, my opponent low on time. Can I give him more time here? I don't know how to do it. You can do it on Lichess, can't you? Give him more time. Oh, there we go. I have 15 seconds to Mebzia's clock. Oh, no. He's hung his queen anyway. Oh, that's just seemed like bad manners now. He hung his queen and then I added time to his clock. I've had people do that when they're beating you. They just keep adding time. Like, it's quite, yeah. There's like a BM sort of thing. Yeah, I won't add any more time. I wish I'd added the time a little bit before, because he hung his queen there just because he was getting low on time. But it's, yeah. He's just sent a message. Oh no. Yeah. Can resign. If you want, mate. Although a little time pressure for, yeah, I always like the practice of, you know, mopping up under time pressure. But yeah, my opponent resigns there. Happy first day of Chessmas. I hope you like this new concept. Going up, taking on people, subscribers, getting higher and higher rated as we go through to Christmas Day. So yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely time with your families and friends around this time. And yeah, see you next time. Cheers.